Menno, you're one of the brains behind our new data as a service platform, Insight. Can you explain to us what Insight is?
So Insight is our new reporting, BI and transaction management portal. What it does, it does everything around your payment data. So whether that's performing a refund or analyzing your performance, you can do that in Insight. And it's not just the UI. We first built an API and on top of that the UI. So you can choose to either use the UI or integrate with the API into your own back office system as well, so that you don't have to use our tools. You can fully integrate in all your payments directly into your own system.
No conversation about data or analytics today would be complete without using terms like AI, deep learning or machine learning. How are we using these in Insight?
We also use machine learning for a specific functionality in Insight, and that's the alert and notification feature. So what it does, it automatically tracks your performance, learns what your normal performance is, whether that's your authorization rate or your chargeback rate, applies that to all the countries and the different payment products, and then looks at, okay, where are there outliers? When do we expect an outlier, or when based on your transactions, for instance? And then it shows you if an outlier happens based on your standard deviation. This is an outlier, but it also tells you why is this an outlier. It doesn't just tell you, okay, your authorization rate is just low in Brazil for Visa, for instance. No, it also tells you it's low because of this specific spike in rejection regions, and we see that mainly with this specific issuing bank. So it goes into a lot of detail without you having to go into detail, because the application Insight tells you, the details itself, and you don't have to analyze that.
There are lots of analytics platforms or solutions on the market. What makes Insight so special?
I think two main things. One, it is very intuitive. Like, it's very easy to use. Once you log in, it tells you already what to do and where to look at, and knows what needs you specifically have as a fraud person or as a finance person, for instance. And another thing is the benchmarking feature. So Insight is not just an reporting application that shows you your data and allows you to analyze your performance. No, it also benchmarks your performance against your industry. So for instance, if you're a gaming merchant, you see your performance, but then also sees the industry performance on authorization rate, for instance. And then it tells you, well, in this area you're outperforming the industry, whether that's a country or a specific payment product or a combination. But it also tells you, well, in these areas you're below the average, for instance. And we see that it's different from other gaming merchants because of these reasons. And then it tells you, and highlights the areas then where you can improve and how you can improve.
And can customers start using Insight now?
Yes. Yeah. So we're in beta, but we have all the data of our merchants in there. For the last data goes back 25 months, so that's 2 years plus 1 month. It's updated in near real time, so there's a couple of seconds when the transaction comes in that you can see it. And it's all there, so the only thing that they have to do is contact their account manager or their merchant service representative, and we'll get you set up.
And what if they aren't a customer of Ingenico yet?
As soon as you start processing with us, it already provides benefit and provides value for you.
Menno, thank you very much.
You're welcome.